Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Entab presents CampusCare EdTalks, an exclusive platform where the stalwarts of education come on board and express their viewpoints on curbing topics related to education. Before I begin, let me quickly introduce you to Entab. We are a 20-year-old IT company engaged in providing matured and futuristic school ERP, CRM, and mobile apps to the schools spread across India and help in transforming them from good schools to great ones. In today's session, we'll discuss about normalizing not having a career plan. That's right. Sometimes it's okay not to have a career plan. We all hear it a lot that one should have a clear career path, that you should be organized. Of course, it's good to be organized, but after finishing 12th, but it also restricts us to explore certain opportunities which we might be good at. So to discuss the same, we have a very important guest with us. We have Dr. Shuchita Gupta, the principal of RM Public School, Jammu. She's also a motivational speaker and soft skills trainer and a career counselor. She conducts workshops on values, and especially during the pandemic period, she has been guiding various students to reach their maximum potential through her talks and webinars. In her educational journey of more than 3 decades, ma'am has been awarded with Shiksha Ratan by the Education Council of India, the Progressive of India, the Most Experienced Principal by National School Award, and many more accolades under her belt. Welcome to the show, ma'am. It's our pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, my audience would first love to know, but before I go over there, I just quickly remember to those who are watching us on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. What are you waiting for? Click on that bell icon to stay regularly updated. So, ma'am, my audience would love to know that did you have a plan in your childhood or teenage to become a principal or a school, or was it just a flow?
Himanshu, I just want to say that it was not a plan to be a principal of the school, but no doubt I had a good passion towards education. I was a very good student during my childhood, and if I brief you about a little bit about me, I'm basically from Jammu, born and brought up in Jammu only, and my studies are from Presentation Convent School, Jammu.
Oh, and you're a client.
Yes, and my mother was an educationist. She was a very good educationist, and I really followed her footsteps. It was that somehow after completing my education, my post-graduation, I got married in a business class family.
Right.
So my passion was to do something in education, but not to be a principal. It came very slowly, it came in my mind that I should be a principal. And if I talk about my experience in education line, I started my career as a teacher, and then I have worked as a coordinator, I have worked as a headmistress, I have worked as a team leader also. But then I worked in Army B.Ed College because I'm married in Pathankot.
Oh,
so yeah, I worked in Army B.Ed College over there, and then I have worked in engineering college. I have a versatile experience. With that versatile experience, I can guide the people that what is the planning and how we can change our career also in our life. So what happened is when I was in engineering college, when I observed that the children who are coming over there, they are not having that conceptual knowledge. So I always focus on conceptual based knowledge because we should focus that right from the childhood, the children should learn on the conceptual knowledge. So I just had, at that time, I just thought that I should be a principal. Rather, I should start my own school. But somehow I couldn't start my own school. Then I got an opportunity to be the founder principal in Kathua city. I have worked there as a founder principal, and I just established that school in such a way that whatever I wanted the children should have, and that I guided the children. I introduced those things in the school, and really I was a winner in that thing.
Of course.
I was able to bring changes in the life of the children and changes in the education system also. That how we have to provide education. Basically, we are working on career plans. We are working on that how we have to plan. These things are not required just after the 12th class. These things need to be channelized at the age of when the child is in 8th, 7th, 8th class. At that time only, in a playway method, we always focus on playway methodology. We should never make a child sit and do the counseling that, okay, you want to go for this stream, you want to go for this stream. Rather, we should guide the child. This is one path, this is another path, this is the third path. You can choose your path according to your skills, according to your strengths and your weaknesses. One thing, Himanshu, I will tell you, I always focus whenever I interact with any children, any child, I focus on SWOT analysis.
Right.
Now, in the SWOT analysis, I ask the children, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And I will tell you, you will be surprised the children are not able to tell about their weaknesses.
Right.
And to every person in my workshops also, I always say that rather than listening to our strengths, we should listen to our weaknesses.
Absolutely.
If we start accepting our weaknesses, we will start focusing on why this weakness is being pointed out.
Right.
Then we can convert that weakness into our strength. There is nothing which is not possible.
Right.
And during my career, I have focused on these things. I have focused on these things. I am a challenger. And I motivate others also, to all our viewers also, I will say always accept the challenges. If we restrict to our that comfort zone, then we cannot be successful.
Of course.
If we go away from that comfort zone, we can be very successful. So same thing happened. In this way, I became a principal. And now for last 9 years, I have been working as a principal. And it is my good luck that I get appreciation from everywhere as a principal.
Ma'am, it's your hard work as well, not just good luck. See, you just mentioned about success, right? So what I personally believe, what my personal mantra is, and what my mentor also told me, that
yes,
opportunity plus preparation is equal to success.
very
अगर
good.
अपनी opportunity आपके पास आती है और आप prepared नहीं हो, तो आप कभी successful नहीं हो सकते. You have
Yes.
to be prepared for it. So that's all your hard work.
For that, you have to be a challenger.
Right, right.
You have to be ready to accept the challenges.
Challenges, absolutely.
Yes.
You have to get out of the comfort zone. There is
Yeah.
no comfort zone.
Yes.
Very well said, ma'am. So, not having a plan leads to a lot of hits and trials, right? So, how do you think that it can make? How do you think that it can make a person a jack of all trades, and then they can find to become a master of one? For example, I should explore all my opportunities that are available to me. Maybe
Yes.
I should try my hand out at this, and then I can obviously figure out that, okay, you know what, this is my forte. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm best at. Don't you think so? That approach should also be taken in account.
Yes. Yeah, sure. First of all, I will say that it is, yes, you need a career plan. Career plan should always be there, because without a career plan or without planning, nothing is possible in a positive way.
Right.
But side by side with our planning, obviously a person is not good in one thing only. A person is good in many things. For this also, again, I will share one example of mine only, that I am a good singer. I was a radio singer. Then I am a good dancer. Then I am a good painter. And along with that, I am a good educationist. Now, I was having 4 options. I could have been a very good dancer also. I could have been a very good singer also. But we need to see if we go in this career, to become a successful singer, you need to work very hard. If boys always have that I want to be a cricketer. They think that we are playing cricket with bat and ball and we are very good cricketer. They don't think to be a good cricketer means that we should be in the national team. And to be in a national team, what we have to do? Then here comes our strengths and weaknesses. Now, do we have those strengths? No, I am a good cricketer, no doubt. But do I have that strength that I can be to that national level? So keeping all those things in mind, because I was from Jammu, now I am from Punjab, and Jammu was that at that time, it was a very small city. Now it has grown, it has changed. But at that time, it was a small city, and I knew that from here I cannot go for dance as my career or for singing as my career. That can be my hobby, that can be my passion. And my passion was towards education because I was very good in studies. Mm. So since my childhood, when I saw my mother also, so keeping those things, I came into education line. In the same way, when a person is having number of opportunities, they can keep their thing in their mind. They can have that hit and trial method. They can use that. Maybe they are succeeded in one, maybe they succeed in another, or maybe they succeed in that is, then they can become master of one.
Right. Wonderfully put, ma'am. Also, now coming to the end of the webinar, I would quickly like to know, how do you think it is important for a person to have a backup career plan in case the master plan fails? And I'll be very honest with you. I'm an ardent, I have a huge respect for all those UPSC aspirants. And whenever I talk to the, because according to me, UPSC CA, both of these exams are the pinnacle of to test a perseverance and patience of a person. I don't think so there's any other test in India which tests that. You keep on giving the exam and you keep on failing and failing, and then again next year also you have the audacity to give the exam again. So when I asked, there was this friend of mine, and when I asked him, dude, what's your plan B? And he was like, plan B is for losers. But I was like, what?
Plan B is for
losers.
Okay.
So that's what his approach was. But then I asked him that what if you actually do not crack it? You should have a plan B. So ma'am, what do you think? Should we have a plan B?
Yeah, sure. We should have. Because see, success, it is not the loser or the winner. Success and failure both are like two sides of a coin. So we have to be ready for a failure also, because we learn from our failures. And it is not, if you feel that you are stuck in a job with no progression, nothing like that. Because if you're talking about the UPSC people, because nowadays when we hear from the parents, what is your child doing? Preparing for UPSC. They don't think that preparation is not only the goal.
Right.
No doubt preparation is the path to achieve that goal, but preparation, they very proudly say that they are preparing for UPSC exam. But before that, we always say that a child should do, like many children, they do, students, they do their BTech, even from IIT, even from NIT, and then they sit for this UPSC exam. Supposingly, if they are not succeeded in that, all the chances are failed, then they can go for their engineering line because they have that thing, the plan B with them.
Right.
So it is that in life, when your career planning encounters a hiccup, it's important to have plan B. We talk a lot about this, about the importance of having vision and a plan for how you will achieve that vision. It's important to have backup plans in place when your main one plan fails.
Right.
We require.
That's very well put, said, ma'am, because I would like to share here one of my personal experiences in life. I had a friend and who was into music and everything. And he belonged from a very well family, and his father was a pharmacist. and they have their own pharmaceutical company and everything. And so he was also doing his B Pharma from Chandigarh University, right? And now you can understand the culture of Chandigarh and everything. It's all about it.
Yeah.
Every हर घर से कोई singer निकलता है वहाँ पे. So he's also into that. He was also into that. But then he still sings. He still makes his music videos. Slick is his name on YouTube. A shout out to Slick. But then again, he never let go of his degree. He completed his degree. He did his M Pharma. He topped his university in M Pharma, and now he's in United States. And he's actually that was his plan B. His plan A was to become a singer, but that didn't work out. But he was always like, I should have something to fall back on. So as you appropriately said, ma'am, that we should have a plan B. We should have something to fall back on, and there's nothing short coming out of that.
Yes, I just want to share one more thing which is important for the viewers. As according to NEP, now they are introducing skill-oriented programs. Earlier, we used to think that carpentry, it is a low class, low grade work. Right? Such and such work is a low grade work. Now we must think that low grade is nothing, because now the government jobs are very less. Students are, our youth is just running here and there without job. So to be an entrepreneur and to work on the startups, one must be ready.
Right.
Because they must go for some degree or something. Don't run after the jobs itself, because nowadays there are great opportunities with the startups.
Right.
So we must work on that. That should be, no doubt, in the starting, in many families, a person says that if it is a boy or a girl, we want that in starting we should get some salary. From where we have to, if we don't want to ask manage some money from our parents, we have to do something on our own. We should go for a job, start working on a job, but side by side, we should work on this. Because, and one more thing, my message to this youth is to stay away from this mobile, this PUBG games, and all other games, because this is the thing which is spoiling, is ruining their career.
Right, ma'am.
Because what they are spending more time on that.
Ma'am, actually, mein hota kya hai? Out of 100, only one becomes something, and then people follow that. Ki yaar, wo to ban gaya. Like people, I've actually heard people stating that Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates are dropout. Bhaiya, wo Harvard se dropout hai. नुक्कड़ के कॉलेज से ड्रॉप आउट नहीं है वो.
Very good, very true, na? So, and failure, so we should never be afraid, because failure is always a road to success.
Road to success, absolutely, completely put, ma'am.
It teaches us.
Thank you so much, Shuchita, ma'am. Dr. Shuchita, ma'am. It was a pleasure having you on this webinar. Till we meet next time for some another webinar on some another topic. Till then,
it will be my pleasure. Yes.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. And at last, a message to all my viewers is that be positive, whatever the condition may be. As during this pandemic.
Ma'am, during this pandemic, don't be positive.
No. We must be positive. We must be positive, because whatever is happening, see, if pandemic, we consider we are getting time to sit with our family.
Right.
We are doing our work from home, and we are getting time to sit with the family also.
Right, ma'am.
And many teachers, being a principal, I will say that many teaching faculty, they were unaware of this computer and all. Now they have learned a lot. That is a positive thing.
Right.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.